Hey, it's Ahlia here, also known as Coach Ahlia, and I work with founders and CEOs, leaders and entrepreneurs, helping them do work they love and be remarkable leaders. A couple months ago, I had an opportunity to speak with Marshall Goldsmith, who is recognized as the #1 leadership thinker in the world and the #1 executive coach in the world. And he's also the author of the book, What Got You Here Won't Get You There. Now, I was coaching at this conference for women, and Marshall was speaking at that conference, and that's how we had an opportunity to speak. And he was speaking a lot about women leadership and women leaders. And so I asked him to contrast that, or compare and contrast that, with his experience working with male leaders and male leadership. And the specific question I asked him was the #1 challenge that he's observed leaders to have. And so first I'll speak to what he said about female leaders. He said that women leaders, our #1 challenge is that we are incredibly hard on ourselves. And he said that we carry a lot more guilt in general than men do. And that we attempt to be the perfect everything to everyone. And because we're not, and we recognize this, and we recognize our shortcomings and our shortfalls, we have a lot of guilt and we're really hard on ourselves. And so what he suggests for women leaders is to let go of that desire to be the perfect everything to everyone, and to practice self-acceptance and self-love. And so that's what he suggested for female leaders. When I asked him about the #1 challenge that he's experienced and observed among male leaders, he said something very different. And he said it in one word. He said that for men, their #1 challenge is ego. And when I asked him to say a little bit more about that, what he said is that for men, they have a top value around winning. And they have a focus on me. And at the bottom, the "it's all about me" can be really useful and is really useful. And as an achiever, "it's all about me" works. As a leader, it has to transition to "it's all about them." And so what he was saying is, as a leader moves up, the transition to "it's all about them," the transition from me winning to them winning or us winning, is the biggest and most difficult transition for men to make. And the thing for males, leaders and CEOs to recognize is that you've already won. As a leader, as a CEO, you've already won, you're already winning. And so the focus and the shift to others winning and everyone winning or us winning is what is necessary and still a very difficult transition. And so what he suggests for male leaders is to get feedback. He suggests that male leaders should get feedback from their colleagues, from those that they work with, and to work with an executive coach and to work with that feedback and see how their desire to win, for them to win, the me winning, the "it's all about me," how that might be getting in the way of them being effective leaders. And so that letting go, again, the letting go of the me, and the focusing on them is what male leaders need to work on and look at. And what I found was really interesting is the theme across everybody to let go. We all need to let go of something. And I can certainly say this when I work with executives and leaders, and when I've been doing this work for the last 10 plus years, a common conversation is, what do you need to let go of? What do you need to let go of? As a leader, there's a lot of letting go that's required, and it's not easy. So I hope that's been helpful. I would love to hear from you in the comments below. How have these challenges been showing up for you, and perhaps in the companies that you work with or the companies that you're leading, and what might you do differently as a result of hearing what you heard today? So be sure to leave that comment below, and remember that until I see you again, you've got some genius, some brilliance within you, that when you discover and express that out there, you're going to be most fulfilled and you're going to be of greatest contribution to the world. So get out there and lead with brilliance. I'll see you soon.